Good afternoon, Colorado. Welcome to our Thursday edition of What's for Lunch. I'm your host, Larry Hers, and make a return engagement after being gone for a year and a half, and life has changed a little bit.
Yes.
We have Lorian with Cooking with the Crown. Welcome, buddy.
Thank you for
Before we get into you and your business, I want to remind everybody that tonight, 5 o'clock, out in the parking lot, I'm having a food truck festival celebrating. Today is the first day of Hispanic Restaurant Week. We're the only state in the country, Governor Polis made that declaration. So there'll be 5 food trucks out there. It's no cost, obviously, to come to the event. You pay for whatever you eat and drink. It's going to be amazing. You're going to see some of this out there. I know Luchador will be doing quesadilla for sure. All right, so last time you were here, you brought cinnamon rolls and cookies because you thought these wouldn't travel well.
Yes.
So now that's why he had to come back.
Yes.
For people who didn't see you last time, let's get into a little history of you, Ashley, and what in your business.
All right. So originally from California, made my way out to Colorado for college, attended CSU. Man, we started business in, I would say, about 2018. I actually started that in California, moved back out here in 2019. Like you said, we started with the cinnamon rolls, the cookies, desserts. One day I had an idea, let's try the tacos. And man, since then, we've been rolling with both. Last time I was on here, we had the cinnamon rolls, we had the cookies and cream cinnamon rolls, we had the brown butter cinnamon rolls, we had the cookies and cream cookies. We had, I want to say, the M&M cookies, I want to say.
You brought 4 cookies.
Yes, and then they was kind of upset that I didn't bring this. So I said, let's go, this time we got to make sure we have this.
And for people like you who do the show, they're always trying to impress me with the food, and they want it to be hot and fresh.
Yeah, yeah.
And what they don't realize is every show I do, the food is cold.
It's cold, yeah.
It just has to look good. It's not about me. It's not
Yes.
about I can use a microwave.
Yeah.
And it looks good, and that's
Yes,
what matters.
Yes.
So what is Cooking with a Crown? Why is that the name?
So last name is King. So it's a play off the last name. When you have a last name like King, everybody want to use the King. So you just got to be creative when you have the last name. So Cooking with the Crown, just got my crown on while I'm in the kitchen.
And last time you were here, you were engaged, and
Yes.
the wedding was getting postponed
Yes.
because of COVID.
Yes.
And we have an announcement to make.
Yeah, so not married yet. That's still postponed.
Who cares about that?
We're
That's
still
not
figuring
important.
that out. But a newborn. I had my baby girl born July 11th.
Name?
Ariella Leia King.
Nice.
So the fiance, that's where she at right now. She was here with me last time. So she's taking care of her back at home. But yes, July 11th, excitement happened.
All right, we'll jump into the food, and then we'll talk about where people can get the food. So we'll just start with the traditional. Tell people what that is.
Perfect.
Stay over there.
Okay.
No crossing over.
Okay, so that's your basic queso birria taco. You got cheese, you got cilantro, and you got onions. You got your beef that's been cooking for 6+ hours. Man, you bite into it, cheesy, juicy, flavorful.
I'll get there. He wants me to dunk. At the end, I will dunk my piece.
One of my biggest things is the flavor. I want you to be excited when you bite into it. So I'm always tasting it. I'm tasting the meat. I'm tasting the consommé. It's go through multiple layers of tasting. So by the time you get it, it should be very, very flavorful.
And when you were here last time, we talked a little bit about quesadilla and the fact that it was just starting to get hot.
Yes.
Now it's crazy hot.
Yes,
I think everybody knows what it is, but in general, it started with goat
Yep.
in
exactly,
Mexico, but
exactly.
I don't think most people in Denver would want to eat goat.
Exactly.
I've had it with goat. It tastes very similar to the beef.
I haven't had it, but I do get a lot of people come like, hey, is it goat or is it beef? What is it? So, yes, for those that don't know, it exactly started with goat.
And I always say this, and I said this last time we were here as well, is that to me, it's a Mexican French dip.
Yes. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, and the consommé is the key to it. I mean,
Yes.
this stuff. I mean, I haven't had yours yet, but I will in a few minutes. It should be good enough that you drink it when it's over.
100%.
Right?
100%. We get a lot of people
And
that come up and ask for just the broth with itself. And then I like mine to be a little bit thick. I don't like the watery consistency. I like to, dip it, got some thickness to it.
And so traditionally it was a taco.
Taco, yeah.
But in America we have to
just
do what we do. So this version here is
Quesadilla.
okay.
Same thing for the most part: beef, cheese, onion, cilantro on a flour quesadilla or flour tortilla. I'm sorry. Give it a little different taste. Sometimes I want the taco. Sometimes I want the quesadilla, just depending on what mood I am at that time.
And for people, most people probably don't know, why are the tortillas red?
So you dip them into the broth. So it's a fat layer that kind of sits on top of the broth. That's very important when making these tacos, because once you run out of fat, there go your red taco. So a way around that too is also you can make chili oil. So if I have a large catering or something like that, I know that I'm gonna run out of fat. I'm gonna make the chili oil. The chili oil is seasoned as well. But the broth and the fat on top of the broth is very important in making these tacos red.
Yeah, I think without doing that, I don't think it is quesadilla. I mean,
I
just
agree.
it has to be cooked,
I
the
agree.
tortilla in the fat. And then you don't see this every day. I've only seen it one other place, Centro in Boulder, did it, and then they did the burrito in a bowl, and then you poured the consomme over it, and it actually worked.
So that is a new item, something we testing out. We try to add as we go. When I started, we just started with this. Then eventually we added this. But it's like we don't want to add too much at one time, so we slowly are adding stuff. We also have nachos as well.
With the same meat?
With the same meat, yeah. The consomme on top, cheese.
Really?
We put queso on there as well. So it's, yes,
I
yeah.
haven't seen anybody do that.
Oh yeah. The nachos. Shout out to Ashley. She's the one that actually created the nachos.
I thought you're the chef.
Sometimes ideas come from the others. But we were sitting in the trailer one day. She grabbed some chips, grabbed some queso, grabbed some meat, cheese, onion, and cilantro, and we made the nachos. So, yes, shout out to Ashley for that one.
All right, the big question everybody has, how can they get their hands on your food?
So, Cooking with the Crown on IG, TikTok, Facebook. We got Facebook groups. We got a Facebook page. We post our schedule every Sunday. If we're going out later in the week, we'll post it midweek. So this week we'll be at Jagged Mountain Brewery, Saturday, 4 to 8. But just follow us on every social media. You can find out where we're going to be at that week.
Can people pre-order cookies for pickup,
Yes.
delivery?
So the desserts, you can always pre-order those. I have a separate website for that, so you guys can pre-order that. We have a website for the food truck, and yeah, you can trust me.
So what are the two different websites? I know
So-
they're similar.
CookingWithTheCrown.square.site is for the food truck. CookingWithTheCrown.shop is for the desserts, and like though you can order that anytime. We can get those out for you, no matter what. Schedule for the truck, like I said, we'll always be on the social media. But desserts, let me know. We can get
And
it
then
done.
also people can rent the truck
Yes,
trailer
yes. If
for their
you-
parties?
Catering, however you want to do it. We got different packages. Reach out to us on the website. We have a request for catering. Just fill that out. We get back to you quick as possible. But yes, you can definitely rent us
You
out.
got a minimum?
50 people, 50 person minimum. And yeah, we travel for the most part anywhere. We love to stay in the Denver metro area, but if we have to go outside there, that's no problem at all.
I'm going to dump this on the close-up. Matt, you ready for me? You guys ready? We've got anything? Should we say
No.
hi to Ash?
Hey, Ash.
Is it good right here? So the key to this, of course, is the dunk. And don't be shy about it. You want to be aggressive with it.
Yes.
Good to see you again.
Yes, yes.
Next time, bring the baby
Yes.
and the cinnamon
And
rolls.
the cinnamon rolls, yes.
And you can bring Ashley too.
Okay,
I guess.
okay.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing her again. So we'll see everybody this afternoon, 5 o'clock in the parking lot, 6200 South Syracuse Way, Greenwood Village. Let's eat. Oh yeah. Worth the wait. A year and a half. He made me wait for these. I know I'm not sharing.